Hi, I'm Donna from Mason Creations ETC. Thanks so much for being here with me today. In this DIY decoupage tutorial, I'll be showing you how to decoupage a wooden box. I'll show you how to do some 3D effects using some mixed media techniques. It will have red roses, silver highlights, and a pearl finish using a secret ingredient. If you're ready, I'll get started. I'm removing the hinge that came with this box because I'm going to put a much nicer one on there. There's some rough edges on this box, so I'm taking a sanding block and just smoothing them out a little bit to get it ready for painting. I'm making all of the little clay embellishments now. After I take them out of the mold, I'm going to drape them over the top of the box and the bottom of the box so that they can dry that way and mold to the shape of this box. I'll let them dry like that overnight. I'm using Delight clay because it's very easy to work with and dries very quickly. Now that the trim pieces I made out of clay are dry, I'm going to glue them to the bottom of this box. I'm getting the lid painted to get it ready to decoupage my rose picture. I've chosen a very pale gray for my background color. While I'm waiting for the paint to dry on the lid so that I could decoupage my rose picture, I'm getting all my little embellishments painted and ready to put those on there. The paint on the lid is dry now, so I'm able to decoupage the picture onto the lid. I'm going to put one layer of Mod Podge on the top of the lid first, and then I'll lay my picture on top of that. I'm using a foam roller to make sure I get all of the air bubbles out from underneath the picture and any excess glue. I'm adding another coat of Mod Podge over top of the picture, and then I'm rolling it again just to make sure everything is down nice and secure. Now that the Mod Podge glue is dry on my picture, I'm going to start gluing all of my little embellishments on there. The roses, the little squirrels, and the little green leaves. And I am using my Shore Bonder cordless glue gun. I love this glue gun. I love the fact that there's no cord in my way and it has a really tiny tip for detail work. I'll put a link for this in my description box. You'll love it. idea is to make this box look antique and very old. So I'm adding some little dots of white paint and dark brown. I just mixed the paint with some water to make it really runny, and then I am tapping the paintbrush so that it splatters pink drops all over the picture. I'm gluing some little wooden beads to the bottom of this box that will be feet. I'll also be gluing my little red roses to the front. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to paint the bottom. I'm decoupaging some decorative paper above and below the scrolls on this box. I'm using Mod Podge, put a layer of Mod Podge, and then I'm putting the strips over top of that. I cut the strips a little bit bigger than what I actually need. I want it to hang over the edge just a little bit, and then I'll sand that off later to get a nice clean line. I'm adding one more layer of Mod Podge on top of the paper, and then I'll let that dry. I'm sanding around the edges on the top and the bottom to get a nice clean cut line. I'm adding some clear gloss varnish to the top and the bottom of this box. I'm painting this entire box, the lid and the bottom, with crackle varnish. The thicker that you put on the crackle varnish, the bigger your cracks will be, and if you put it on thin, your cracks will be very tiny. This will make my box look very aged. I'm really going to make this look old now. I'm adding some antiquing to this box. I've mixed folk art antiquing medium with some water because I like it a little bit thinner than it comes straight out of the bottle. I'm putting it on with a brush, and then I'm dabbing and wiping it off so that it stays just in the cracks. I'm adding a little bit of white highlighting to my embellishments. I'm using some white paint and I'm just barely brushing it across the top of them. I'm adding some silver rub to the embellishments, and then I'll wipe that and buff it a little bit with a soft cloth. I'm adding the same silver rub to the embellishments on the bottom of this box as well. I'm putting some white rub on top of where I decoupaged the paper to lighten that up a little bit. A little bit of dark rub on the edges on the top and the bottom just to give it a worn look and make it look antique. Now I'm going to cover the entire bottom of the box with some white pearl mica powder, and it will give the entire box a very pearly, iridescent look. I'm adding some dark rub to the edges on the top as well. I'm going to add some white rub and the pearl mica powder, just like I did on the bottom. I'm going to add some silver foil to the scrolls. Right now I'm putting adhesive on there. It's white right now, but it will dry clear and the foil will stick to everywhere that this adhesive is. Foil adhesive is dry now, so I am taking my sheet of foil and just laying it over top of where I put the adhesive and rubbing it, and the foil will stick to anywhere that adhesive has been applied. Once I'm done with this step, I'm going to spray the entire outside of the box with triple thick glaze gloss. I'm going to add some strings of pearls to the lid and the bottom of this box. I didn't want the inside of this box to be just painted. I wanted to put the same beautiful paper that I have on the outside on the inside as well. So I am using decoupage technique to put the paper on the inside of the box, in the top and the bottom of the box. After I glue down the paper, then I'll add another layer of Mod Podge on top of it to seal it. And I'm sanding the edges again to get that nice clean cut on the paper. I'm using some more watered down antiquing solution to antique the inside of this box, but I'm only getting just in the inside corner edges, not the entire inside of it. I don't really want to cover up that beautiful paper too much. After antiquing, I'll spray the inside of the box with the triple thick glaze. I'm going to add some pearls on the inside edges, right where I put the antiquing, and then I'm going to put a beautiful big rose in the center of the lid. enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button and give me a great big like. If you really enjoyed it, why not subscribe so that you can see more craft videos just like this one in the future. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments. I'd truly love to hear from you.